Hey everyone, ever stop and think, what if the way we're told to handle money, earn more, save more, isn't quite the full picture for actually building wealth?
Hmm.
Today we're going to dig into a book that really shook things up for a lot of people, Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Right. And our goal here isn't just to give you the plot summary. It's more about unpacking that core mindset shift Kiyosaki talks about, how changing your perspective, really based on his own story, might be the real key, maybe more than just specific tactics.
Yeah, and he starts with this really powerful comparison, doesn't he? His poor dad, his actual father, who believed in the classic path: good education, stable job, work for your money. Sounds familiar, right?
Totally familiar. And what's interesting is this poor dad wasn't unsuccessful by normal standards.
Yeah.
Educated, good career,
Hmm.
but according to Kiyosaki, still sort of financially insecure in the long run.
Then there's the rich dad, his friend's father.
Exactly. And he was all about financial education,
Mhm.
learning about investing, making money work for you. It wasn't really about the dads themselves being good or bad, but about the different financial philosophies they lived by.
Shows how different approaches can lead to really different places financially.
Completely different outcomes, yeah.
Yeah.
Even starting from similar points.
Okay, so one of the first, really mind-bending ideas he throws out there is this strict definition of assets versus liabilities. Simple idea, right? Assets put money in your pocket, liabilities take it out.
Seems simple, but it really messes with how we usually think about things.
Yeah, like the big one he always uses, your house.
Right. We're all taught your house is your biggest asset. But Kiyosaki says, well, hold on. If it's just costing you money every month, mortgage, insurance, taxes, repairs, and not bringing any cash in,
And it's a liability, according to his definition.
exactly, it forces you to look at everything through the lens of cash flow. Is this thing generating income or is it draining it? That becomes the main question, maybe even more important than just net worth on paper. It's about the movement of money.
Okay, that makes sense. Then there's this other idea: work to learn, not just to earn. That sounds, well, a bit counterintuitive. We all need to earn money, obviously.
Yeah, it sounds a bit provocative, but he's not saying salary doesn't matter. It's more about being intentional about the skills you pick up while you're earning.
So what kind of skills is he talking about?
He highlights things like sales, marketing, communication, leadership, um, even basic accounting and investing knowledge. Skills that help you understand the bigger picture, the system of how money is made and managed.
Not just being a specialist in one narrow thing.
Kind of, yeah. It's about building a broader base, a sort of financial toolkit, so you can spot opportunities, maybe start your own thing, or invest intelligently, rather than just being, a cog in someone else's machine. Seeing the whole game, not just your position on the board.
So it really all comes back to this core mental switch, moving from that feeling of, oh, I can't afford that, to asking, okay, how can I afford that? Shifting to an investor's mindset, basically.
It's it. Developing what he calls financial IQ. And that's not just like being good at math. It's about understanding budgeting, sure, but also investing principles, how taxes work both for you and against you, and even some legal stuff to protect what you build.
It sounds like a continuous learning process.
Definitely. It involves paying attention, looking for trends, seeing problems that maybe you can solve, and yeah, taking some risks. Not crazy gambling, but calculated risks based on understanding the potential reward and downside. Wealth often comes from seeing possibilities others miss, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So when you boil it all down, Rich Dad, Poor Dad isn't really a step-by-step how-to guide for getting rich quick.
Not at all. It's more like a fundamental challenge to how we're often raised to think about money, about work, about security. It asks you to question who your money is really working for.
It's a powerful prompt for self-reflection.
And that leads us to a final thought for you listening. Thinking about all this.
Hmm.
What's maybe one small thing, maybe something a bit unconventional, you could explore this week to start shifting your perspective, to move just a little bit towards making your money work for you rather than you only working for it.
Good question to ponder.
Yeah, and remember, this financial education stuff, it's a journey, not a destination. Keep learning, keep talking to people who know different things. That's always going to be valuable.